Welcome to the Right Room Podcast. Um, Load this music up.
Not yet.
Boom, boom. Fellas, what it do?
What it do?
Trey love to stick to the order, don't he? And see, he's still calling. I gotta get his name on that list where how I like I do for y'all, where y'all don't have to call in, y'all can just hit the button.
Yo, Podbean
That's the best
is
part.
like Podbean would not let me in this show, bro.
Yeah, pardon, Trevor.
I had to keep we in this thing, babe. We in this thing, bro. What's up with y'all?
Man, feeling good, man. It's Friday Eve.
It's Friday Eve, bro, and we on show 90.
Show 90, bro. That sounds
Get the
crazy.
fuck out of here. That shit is crazy as shit.
Damn.
Shout out to T. Shout out to Reek over there watching the Jasmine Cashmere videos right before the
I
motherfucking
don't even
show.
know who that is.
Yeah,
I don't even know
okay.
who that is.
Yeah, okay.
That's
So
Cashmere.
shout out to my man on show 90. We in this thing, ready to crush this shit, bro. 90
Yeah.
shows.
90, bro.
90 fucking shows, bro. Hey, bro. We about to be at 100 in about a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Boom.
You understand? How was your week, bro?
It was good, man. What I do this week? Nothing special.
Oh,
What I'm trying to think. Oh, my sister in town from LA, so
that's dope.
yeah, she been for a couple weeks, so that my niece has been coming over here.
Okay, dope. So she gonna get us about 30 to 40 Ask the Rec Room questions, huh?
Yeah. She in town there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she don't got no choice. But,
She can sit there and chill a little bit. But look, let me tell y'all something, man. So I'm making my coaching debut again on Monday. I'm coaching 10-year-old basketball. I used to be assistant coach. Now I'm the head coach for the last 2 games, and it's gonna be domination, man. We got this AAU kid. When I tell you that this boy is nasty,
y'all got 2 games left.
we got 2 games left. We 2-2. True been balling out. But I'm head coaching, so yeah. And I'm already signed up to coach in the winter for basketball, man. So I'm doing my thing, man. I could coach NBA if I felt like it. I don't feel like it.
That's such
You know what I mean?
a commitment, man. I ain't ready for it. I ain't ready
Yeah,
for it.
bro. It's fun, bro. It's fun, and the 10-year-old that age group is fun, bro.
Hey,
It's
look,
fun.
it's fun till I see you on the news, bro.
Hey, man, you might see me on the news. Niggas throwing chairs at the kids game.
Hey,
But
you seen
nah,
that
man. But
clip
it's fun
of
though, bro.
you seen the clip of what's his name? What's my man name
Who?
that used to be running back for Seattle Seahawks?
Marshawn
Oh,
Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch
Lynch.
with the lady.
Yeah, he's talking. Yeah, he's talking to this lady. Like, where's the man? I want to talk to the man. I don't want to talk to you right now.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
I saw that. Yeah, I seen that. I respect that though.
That was so real, dog. I mean, he was being so respectful to her because she was gone. He's like, sweetheart, do you know
I'm
that
not
your
about to
son
argue
will?
with you.
I'm
Yeah,
not about
bro.
to sit here and argue with you. Like, do you know who I am? I'm not getting paid. I'm teaching your son how it's going to be on the field and in life.
in
And
life,
you
exactly.
talking to me like that? Okay. Yeah, that was a dope video. That
Well,
was
let
a
me
dope video,
introduce the
bro.
pod. Welcome to
Let's
the
do
Right
it.
Room Podcast. This is episode 90. The title of this episode is Fresh Out the Frying Pan, Straight into the Fire. So I'm your host. I go by E1. We got T Streets in the building. We got Reek in the building.
What up?
And we got Trey Philando in
That's
the
the
building. Man.
rumor. Let's do it.
And
Let's do it.
y'all know how we do. We start with the sports, and we don't have USA basketball has a couple of scares in terms of I think they so we know that they played Sudan, that was close, and then they played, I can't think of the other team.
Germany.
Okay, so it said so they did play Germany,
Yeah.
And LeBron James, so they got an article on this in Sports Illustrated titled "LeBron James takes over late versus Germany, saved Team USA again." So it says
Again.
LeBron
Again.
James had to step up and rescue Team USA once again. The Americans trailed an excellent Germany squad for much of the second half in their pre-Olympic exhibition on Monday, but wound up pulling out a 92-88 win for the second game in a
LeBron will
row.
go.
James had to step up and save the USA team.
How you
Now,
got
what do y'all
fucking
think about
players?
that? About his age and him having to be the person who,
What you think about
you
it, T?
know,
It's a big problem for the USA
A big fucking problem.
and why you say that, T?
because he shouldn't be the one to have to do this game after game. It's too many
Right.
stars on the team. He shouldn't have to do this. But they're playing like bums, or they're not gelling, or whatever it is. When they play Joker and them in the real thing starting, I think, next week. It's going to be different from the little preliminary that happened when they crushed them. It's going to be a different game.
Well, you know, KD hasn't been playing yet, but I think he's gonna start playing when the real games start.
They need him.
Yeah,
Yeah, they need him.
They
They should have had Jaylen Brown on the team.
they
Honestly.
should have had Jaylen Brown on the
Yeah.
team. He could do it all. But KD, yeah, with the scoring. But KD, listen, KD go out to play some goddamn defense because these other teams, they goddamn they think that they can beat the USA. Like it
Mhm.
ain't no, oh, let's give it a shot. No, they're coming to beat them. Dennis Schroeder little ass when
Yes, sir.
with Canada and the Germans and Serbia or where what's the name from? Big boy from the Nuggets.
I
See,
think it's
Serbia.
I think it's Serbia.
Yeah, you got like 3-4 teams that think that they could beat the US, and they might be able to. LeBron, 57 years old, got to put the cape on. I forget that he's on the court with Ant-Man and Steph. They disappeared the last 2 games. That boy LeBron something else, bro. He might bring Bronny on the US team. Keep playing with him.
I doubt that.
Keep playing with him, bro.
DTA just entered the building.
Yo, what's good,
DTA
y'all?
just entered the building.
What's
What
good?
They sound like you straight in it's Barry White in the stereo in this in the
Yeah,
stereo.
I'm chilling right now.
Hey,
I'm
you
chilling.
got the
you got the
motherfucking
special
auto
mic.
tune.
God
Got the
damn.
auto tune on. We got the auto tune.
That man sound like a radio host out this joint.
Hey.
That nigga got his shirt open. That nigga got his shirt open on the
I'm
motherfucker.
in a different kind of mood tonight, fellas. All right, I'm in a
Okay.
different kind of mood. All right.
Hey, dog. DTA just got back from New Orleans, so the nigga might be a little spicy tonight. I don't know. He got back from New Orleans, came in with his shirt off, with the motherfucking Shador Sanders glasses on and shit. I was like, oh god damn.
Hey, look, y'all gotta go to New Orleans if y'all never been. Y'all gotta go.
I never been, dog. That joint
Yeah, you
I
gotta
never
go.
been, bro.
Yeah,
I never been, bro.
BBL City.
BBL. Oh no, I'm good then. I'm going BBL.
Stop
but
the
I
cap.
heard the food is good though.
Nah, the food was good. The food was definitely good.
Hey,
good time.
Hey,
good
so
time.
DTA. So, do you think that the USA will stand a chance of winning or losing? By the way that they've been playing,
I think they're gonna win. You know, these past few games are just like fill out games. So, I think they're gonna turn it up and it's gonna be easy. Like, I'm not worried about it.
How many losses can you get to still get a gold medal?
you basic. I mean, you could get one loss if the other field has one loss.
Yeah.
You can still go to the chip. But it's better not to have no loss because then you got to wait on somebody else to lose if you got a loss. So they just got to step it up. I don't think Steve Kerr is a good coach with them.
Not.
I honestly don't. And real quick, the bullshit that Steve Kerr is on. That's why I left Golden State organization. I'm with the Knicks. This dude, and this is a fact. He prevented Wiggins from playing with the Canadian team. The Canadian Olympic team called Golden State. They blocked Wiggins from going to play. Then they asked Golden State and Steve Kerr, did they do it? He was like, oh no, it was mutual. Canada said no, it wasn't. So you could take Steph and you could take Draymond punk ass 4 years ago, and they can go to the Olympics. But Wiggins, who's a Canadian citizen, can't play with Canada, and Canada, by the way, might be the biggest rival to them.
But do you think it had anything to do with Wiggins not being available for the season and being hurt a lot? And then
No,
maybe he feels like if you can't play for us during the season, but now you can show up for your Canadian team and we invested millions in you, why should you be able to do it?
well, my point to that is they wasn't saying that when he helped them win the championship. Secondly, they gave him the time off because he had the personal problems. This particular season, he played the whole year. What I think is they want him to stay healthy so they could trade him. That's what I think personally.
Yeah.
Business,
Right?
man.
Yeah.
Business. Now, are y'all a fan of Inside the NBA?
Of course.
Of course,
For
of
those
course,
who
of
don't know,
course.
Inside the NBA is a pregame show on TNT, which features Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith, the Jet Jr., Ernie. What's Ernie last name?
Johnson.
Ernie Johnson.
Ernie Johnson and Charles Barkley, and I'm just saying that because they're at TNT and they have one of the highest rated. I don't know if they call it sports shows. I don't know how you describe it or how it's described officially. But with that being said, we all know for years we've been watching basketball on TNT, All-Star Weekend for basketball, the dunk contest, 3-point contest. All that is on TNT, and they host a lot of games and a lot of playoff games. Well, we all know that streaming services have now kind of taken over everything for the most part. I won't say taken over, but a lot of people use streaming services. People still have cable, but streaming is where it's at for a lot of people. And with that said, from this article, NPR, it says the NBA signs media rights deal with Disney, NBC, and Amazon, leaving TNT behind. It says the NBA signed its 11-year media rights deal with Disney, NBC, and Amazon Prime Video on Wednesday after saying it was not accepting Warner Brothers. Discovery's $1.8 billion per year offer to continue in a long-time relationship with the league. The media right deals were approved by the league's board of governors last week and will bring the league about $76 billion over those 11 years. It says WBD had 5 days to match part of those deals and said it was exercising its right to do so, but its offer was not considered a true match by the NBA. That means the 2024-25 season will be the last for TNT after nearly a 4-decade run. Now, once TNT matched them, right? So TNT probably like, it's in our contract for us to be able to match them. And so if we match you, they're saying that it's in the contract that you have to honor that. So this article right here is from Deadline. So this says flagrant file. Warner Brothers Discovery threatens appropriate action against NBA after the league rejects the matching bid. Says the NBA and the WNBA now have 11-year-long deals with Disney, aka ESPN and ABC Prime Video and NBA Universal, starting with the 2025-26 season, reflecting the economic and industry shifts. The new agreements effectively end TNT's 40-year-long, tenure. But I think that TNT is saying that it's in our contract, basically saying that if we match the deal, you have to honor that we matched it, and then I guess still go with them. So they're saying that there may be possible legal action. What y'all think about that?
Go
It
ahead.
sounds like the NBA is trying to strong arm their way to Disney. I think that they're seeing a bigger picture as far as streaming and the 76 billion. I think that they figured that they have hit their ceiling with TNT, and I think that they see a better business venture being connected to Disney. So, and I can't really say that they're wrong, but at the same time, if it's in the contract that they had the right to match, I think the NBA going finagle out of that and go with Disney.
I got you.
Yeah.
So I'll say that it's gonna be weird not watching basketball on TNT, and it's gonna be feel even more weird if Inside the NBA doesn't come on. That's a
Exactly.
staple. and I'm gonna be really disappointed. I don't know if this means that they will hire, but you know, even if go ahead, T Street.
Now, a few months back, Charles Barkley and Ernie Johnson said if TNT loses the contract, the rights to the NBA, that they were retiring.
Oh,
That's
Ernie
what they
said that
said.
too.
That's what they said months ago. But
Yeah,
ESPN is trying to hire the whole staff currently.
good.
So we'll see what happens.
I think it's because
That'll
of
be dope, but
fucking
it's like,
Draymond Green. Draymond Green
Hey,
did all. As soon
bruh.
as they started putting Draymond
Hey,
Green
look,
on there,
mark
this
my
shit
mark
got
my
went
words.
downhill.
Mark my words. Kevin Hart is somewhere in here going to be commentating on games.
As long
They're
as it's
going to
on
have Kevin Hart in there
streaming,
somewhere.
put it on streaming. Don't put them on cable TV
why?
because I don't want to see Kevin Hart.
I don't want
I
to see
see him all the
Draymond.
time. I don't want to see him doing
What makes
basketball.
you think Kevin Hart would be on the regular TV?
Because he's already on there right now on ESPN, on one of ESPN's channels.
Yeah,
Channels. They got him
like the
and the
Manning
Plastic Cup
cast.
Boys.
Really?
Yeah, they
Plastic
got
Cup
them
Boys,
doing
yeah.
commentary while the game is going on.
Football.
So
I don't want to see none of that shit.
nah, I don't want to see none
Nah.
of it.
I'm just trying to watch
Nah.
the fucking game, bro. I don't want to see
Yeah.
nobody face. I won't watch the game, bro. That's the
And I
one.
would-
Then they want you to pay
And
for the subscriptions and all that. That's all it's about, bro.
yeah, and I don't think this is gonna be good for the NBA either because their viewership is going down already as it is, and like they're getting outpaced by the NFL dramatically.
Yes.
So it's
NFL's
like I don't
king.
think this is the right move, and I think this is gonna haunt them in the long run.
And people don't like change for the most part.
Nah, they
And
don't.
That's a good point.
It's just gonna be weird to see, even if they move inside the NBA to ESPN. You know, the setup is gonna look different. The whole feel will probably, be different, and it'll be a lot to get used to. So we'll see. I mean,
You-
more to come, but
You know what annoys me, E? What annoys me is current players commentating. I don't like that shit. Get your fucking ass on the court. I
you
don't
say
want to see
current
you in
players?
the.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to see McCollum. I don't want to see funny face ass Draymond. Get
I want
on the court.
Draymond
I
as
don't
a
want to see because every other night it's a brand new player. Jamal
Trey,
Crawford puts me to
That's not
sleep.
right. That's not
Yes,
right.
yes, it is. It is
They're
right.
transitioning. They're
Jamal,
getting,
no,
they're
but they're
getting their
Exactly.
learning
right. See, but they're
experience.
not
Exactly.
good.
They're
But
getting
then,
their learning
okay,
experience.
so learn experience, but you're not good at it. That's my point. If you're currently playing, and that's bias, get your ass on the court. You could do that on your podcast. That's
They
why they
out
got
the
podcasts.
playoffs. That's why they on.
Yeah,
They're not
McCollum.
in the playoffs.
You know who's good? McCollum is good. That's it. Everybody else, stay your ass on the court, especially
And
Draymond Green.
McCollum wasn't
Nah,
good
Draymond
at first.
good as a commentator.
McCollum is good.
He wasn't good
Mc-
at first.
I like him. He got a good
No,
personality.
he wasn't good at first. He was horrible.
The rest of them, they can go. They can go. My
Nah,
bad.
Draymond is
Fair.
alright to me.
No, he's not. Draymond is not
Yeah,
good.
he is. He is.
No, he's not.
Draymond taking Charles Barkley place whenever he retired.
I don't know why they
I'm
would do
telling
some
you
dumb
right
shit
now.
like that. That's all the
Draymond is moving
viewership.
in.
The viewership gonna drop.
Whenever Charles
That's why they
retires
gotta
for
sell
real,
a deal.
and Draymond retire, Draymond's moving right in. I'm telling you.
Shit.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a
Yeah,
fact.
definitely. But I wonder how many years Draymond has left in terms of how many
This should be
years he
his
will
last
play.
year.
He really
He
don't.
hangs
He
out.
really ain't had no years left out of the last 2 years. He really ain't had no years left.
Draymond Green is horrible.
True. Now let me ask y'all this.
He a role player, bro. No, don't do that to that man.
Man, come on, man.
Draymond
Outta
Green is
here,
literally horrible.
You
You can
think
get
Rick got the Draymond
50
Green?
other
Well, I
players
tell
to
you
do
this.
you.
I tell you
What's
this.
up? What's up?
If they didn't have Draymond, they wouldn't have won all them chips. I promise.
Yes,
you.
Not
they
at all.
woulda.
No,
Yes, they
I
woulda.
don't know
No,
about
they
Yes,
wouldn't.
they
No,
would
no, they
have.
wouldn't have, dog.
They
Draymond
wouldn't
lost
have.
him. He lost him a chip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He lost
They
him a
I mean,
lost
chip.
the
yeah.
chip, but the ones that they did win,
And they
would they have won them without him?
yes,
No.
yes,
Yeah.
they
They
would
needed
have.
Draymond.
Yes,
No, they
they
needed
would have.
Draymond.
They would have won
No,
without
they
him.
did
No,
not.
they wouldn't
dog.
have.
They needed
bro.
Come on,
Draymond.
No,
hold on. They had
they
Andre
would have won.
Iguodala.
Yeah. Hey,
Draymond
Come on,
was
man.
the glue. You know what I'm saying? You
Draymond
had
is
to.
the glue.
Nah,
Yeah, you
Draymond
have
is the
you have your
gasoline.
people
He's
that
the
fit
gasoline.
the rules. I mean, fit the role. But so let me ask y'all this: was any of you all affected by this global outage?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I think Podbean was affected because they only uploaded 11 minutes of our pod last time, and I had to hit their help desk, and they got it fixed. Shout out to Podbean, y'all was on y'all
Shout out to
job, y'all got it
Podbean, bro.
fixed, you know what I'm saying?
That's
But
dope. That's
I don't know
dope.
if that was part
Good
of it
job
or
on
not.
that, E.
Yeah, but this article is from CNN Business, and it says the global tech outage show how we're just one mistake away from chaos. In the recent case of events, an assassination attempt, a new Republican vice president nominee, the sitting president contracting COVID before dropping his reelection bid, didn't leave you feeling sufficiently anxious about the fragility of the global order. Let's not forget that a cybersecurity company you probably never heard of made a major incident that showed how the internet could, without warning, just kind of stop. While you might have known the name CrowdStrike before, it's unlikely you'll forget it soon. With a single bug in a routine software update, the company triggered what was likely the biggest computer outage in history, creating the kind of tech meltdown that its product are designed to prevent. It says, while CrowdStrike said the flawed update had been rolled back, the problems it caused aren't exactly old. Turn it off and turn it back on. Solutions most of us are accustomed to, as my colleague Brian reported. The bug that put Windows computers into blue screen and death mode is fixable, but in many cases, it requires painstaking work by a human being. It says now might be a good moment to buy IT staff some good coffee and a bagel to spread
No
because
ball.
each and every affected device for some organizations were talking thousands will likely have to be assessed by an admin and rebooted into safe mode, and then the offended file can be deleted by hand. So by this happening, this caused people this caused airport delays. Even to now, it's been happening.
Yeah,
Bro,
you can't
Delta,
buy nothing.
bro, Dick Sporting Goods. I went to go buy the kids some sneakers. That shit was out. Like the whole store was
Mm.
closed for 3 days. It just depended on what grid that you were on, right? And just to add to what you were saying, a former Microsoft threat analyst said you can't automate that. Basically, he says so. This is going to be incredibly painful for CrowdStrike customers. So think about the people whose whole store, like your store chain, got shut down because you were under the CrowdStrike software. That's going to make you think about changing, right? Because like, look how much money you are losing. It was billions of dollars that was lost just in 1 week with the airlines, and a lot of these people are getting a lot of money back too. So that's a whole other thing, but that's small compared to the rest of the globe that was affected by it.
Yeah. You think about the banks, you think
Mm-hmm.
about government
Hmm.
agencies, school systems. I
Yeah,
mean, I
schools.
mean the amount of computers that I had to touch to kind of get rid of this
Yeah.
error, it was crazy. But
Mm.
So you had to individually remove a file from each computer.
yep, just like they said, get in safe mode and remove the file, boot it back up, and you're good to
We
go.
ain't had to do that.
It's some if you're not it depends on if that
Hmm.
computer was rebooted on that day,
Okay,
that
thank goodness,
means
Okay.
you'll
because there's
you'll
been
get it.
too many.
But if it wasn't rebooted, nah, you might have had
Okay,
the update that fixed the issue.
yeah, maybe they
Okay.
said that. Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, it didn't seem like it affected where I'm at too much. But
I
yeah,
tell
that
you
was
this
crucial.
much:
What?
CrowdStrike. If you want to make some money, invest in CrowdStrike.
Yeah,
Do it now while it's dropping.
yeah, it'll
Mm.
drop, but it'll go right
That's
back
a
up
good tip.
because
It's going right back up.
Microsoft is
That's a
not
good
going to
It
tip.
confuse
definitely
them.
is.
Oh no, CrowdStrike. Yeah, that's
That's
a good.
smart.
That's a good investment tip. It's a good investment tip, T.
So now I always hear this thing about the bird flu, bird flu this, bird flu that. I don't exactly know what the bird flu is, right? But CNN Health put this article out, and it's saying that the sixth human case of bird flu reported in Colorado, the CDC says. So it says a new human case of H5 highly pathogenic avian flu has been
Mm.
identified in Colorado. The U.S. Centers of Disease Control and Prevention said Friday. The Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment said Sunday that 5 human cases of bird flu have been detected in poultry. Workers
Mm.
believed to have caught the bird flu virus through direct work and infected birds.
Oh, shit.
The latest case is from an additional worker from the cohort. The workers have been involved in culling birds, a process used to control the spread of disease by selectively removing or killing infected animals. The 6 infected workers have experienced mild symptoms, including pink eye and respiratory issues. And all exposed workers have been offered antiviral medication, according to the CDC. Says genetic sequencing of a sample from one of the Colorado cases shows that it's closely related to the first human case of bird flu discovered in Michigan, a sign that the virus has not experienced any changes due to antiviral resistance. According to the agency, these findings are reassuring, it said Friday. So,
Hey,
yeah.
hey, I'm gonna read this one thing, and I'm gonna ask y'all a question. It says for nearly 4 months, the spread of bird flu in the nation's dairy cattle has stoked fears that, if left unchecked, the virus could eventually unleash a pandemic. Are y'all getting vaccinated for the bird flu?
No,
Hell
sir.
no.
We know
So
you
y'all
are,
gonna
though.
keep eating that fucking chicken? You gonna keep eating fucking Popeyes, going to the carry out, and you're not fucking safe. That's what I'm saying. You
Well,
gonna go to
Look,
fucking KFC,
look.
and y'all niggas ain't get the shot. I'm gonna get 2 shots, and I'm gonna go to Popeyes same night.
I'm going to Wingstop. I don't care about no bird flu,
And Wingstop.
parrot flu.
Black
I don't care about
people,
none of that.
that's
I'm
one.
going to Wingstop.
That's one thing. Black people, we gonna eat that motherfucking chicken, bro. It could be
We gonna
well, it
anything.
says
We gonna eat it.
the virus has affected 18.32 million birds from the 34 commercial flocks and 16 backyard flocks since April. The U.S. Department of Agriculture is also reporting a growing number of infected cattle, with confirmed cases in 157 dairy cow herds and across 13 states. So I'm wondering, does that mean, what Trey is talking about is going to be in the food that we eat?
They're trying to kill
Well,
us
shit,
again.
it's in the motherfucking chicken already. So
But we
they
all eat
got
chicken, huh?
bruh. Hello,
So I
hello.
don't know. I don't
But
know.
we
But I
and
do
we
know
never
this
gonna stop
though.
eating it though.
I do know this. Aside from the bird flu, they saying that it's cases of like there's been a spike in COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah,
COVID's
y'all gonna
not
get
going anywhere.
vaccinated? Y'all getting vaccinated?
No,
Well, I
no.
mean,
I
I'm
COVID
about
is
to
already
go
I,
get
I
me
vaccinated.
2 shots.
yeah,
I'm
I
good.
Yeah, I'm
already
getting
got.
me 2 shots. I'm getting
I'm not
2
keep getting
shots,
that
bro.
shit every year, man. Fuck that.
Hey, you got vaccinated? E?
Yeah, I had to if I wanted to keep my job. Or at least that's what they were saying at
I ain't know
first.
that,
So
bro. I ain't know that.
yeah, I had to. Shit, that shit. I had to leave work. I got vaccinated. That shit made me feel crazy, man. I had to come home.
Dope said she not
Fuck
getting
my body.
vaccinated. She
Yeah,
knows
fuck
she knows
that,
she
man.
gonna get that motherfucking shot.
I should have held out because they end up making it where
Mm-hmm.
you didn't have to do it.
You didn't have to.
The day
Yeah.
Yeah,
after, you got the shot, they was like, y'all good.
yeah. No, somebody had TV in the background, but
Probably Reek.
the Washington Post. Well, okay, so let's get into the major news that came out not too long ago, and this is worldwide news. It's probably the biggest news in the USA at least, but probably in the world. So it says Biden makes a stunning decision to pull out of the 2024 race. The president's decision plunges the Democratic Party into an unprecedented scramble to choose a new nominee at the 11th hour. It wasn't a scramble. So it says President Biden abruptly ended his re-election campaign Sunday, sending shockwaves through the political world and plunging the Democratic Party into an unprecedented scramble to choose a new nominee to face the former president, Donald Trump. It says, "It has been the greatest honor of my life to serve as your president," Biden wrote a letter he posted to social media Sunday afternoon. "And while it has been my intention to seek re-election, I believe it is in the best interest of my party and the country for me to stand down and to focus solely on fulfilling my duties as president for the remainder of the term." In a separate social media post Sunday, Biden endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris to replace him as the Democratic Party standard bearer ahead of his national convention August 19th through the 22nd. How do you guys feel about that?
Trump about to win.
All
Crazy.
time.
Trump
That's
got
I
it.
agree
fucked
with
up.
that.
That's fucked
Yeah,
up.
Trump got it. Like,
Man, look, man, we about to have a black
Mm-mm.
lady president, bro.
Yep.
you know we not. Come on.
Yeah, we are,
Yeah.
bro.
Well, you never.
know we
Well,
not.
Black lady, bro.
so T, I want to ask you. So in terms of President Biden, stepping down from the reelection. Do you think that was a good move for him
Yes,
or the Democratic Party?
It was a great move. The only bad thing about it is they waited too long to do it.
Okay.
There's 3 months until the election?
About 3.5.
Yeah.
3.5. They knew that just his health alone wasn't the greatest. They should have prepared for this way before now.
Absolutely. I think that they can learn something from this, how they're structured. It's kind of like, listen, this is how it's going to be, and all y'all fall in line, type of shit. Almost severely destroyed them by taking faith away from the American public in the Democratic Party. I think that by Kamala inserting herself as the runner-up, it's a lot of black women who've been on calls who raised over $1 million or something astronomical.
For sure.
Like that. You have 40 to 50,000 black women on a call, bro. Then you had I'm not sure if it was the same amount, but thousands and thousands of black men on the call organizing. And that and bro, that is what's needed.
It's going to be closer. It's going to be closer than what people think.
I think that she can win, bro. I think she can win.
They got just like they got black men and they got black women for Kamala. They also got a white women for Kamala coming out as well. So they got a Zoom call for that coming up as well.
For what?
Okay. For white women for Kamala.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Should be an all women for Kamala. Any woman that votes against her
is voting against herself.
Not exactly her, voting for Trump.
Voted for Trump. Yeah, you're voting against yourself, bro.
Yeah.
Reproductive rights. Like, think about your daughters. Think about you as a female. Like, these people are trying to shut y'all down. Like, no abortions nowhere, anywhere, anytime, under any circumstance. Come on, man. Come on, bro. How could you be a woman and vote for that shit? Come on, ladies. Ladies in the chat.
They have an article by NBC News that says Democrats are cautiously optimistic that they finally have the first female president. It says, though sexism and racism still pervade the U.S., Vice President Kamala Harris enters the race with some unique weapons Hillary Clinton didn't have 8 years ago. It says, and Vice President Kamala Harris quick, if unorthodox, rise to the top of the Democratic ticket. Elected officials, activists, and operatives see in her a new chance to beat Donald Trump and make history in one swoop. 8 years after Trump beat Hillary Clinton, Harris could be the first female president and the first black woman to hold the nation's top job as well. It says Democrats are somewhat optimistic, now set in a landscape they didn't have in 2016. A messenger in Harris who is uniquely positioned to energize voters following the Supreme Court's decision to overturn national abortion rights. More proof from the ballot box that women can win in the battleground areas. The knowledge that Trump himself is beatable is still politically dangerous. So,
absolutely. Van Rob said, "Go ahead, Abe, my bad."
No, you good.
Trump's vice. This is from Van Rob. She said that Trump's vice president called out Kamala for not having kids and called her a cat lady. Bruh, it's so much vitriol, but it's so much vitriol coming out of that camp. Some of them saying Joe and his hoe, like calling her a hoe.
Yeah, everybody says she slept her way to the top and all this.
Did you hear the dude say she like hopped to her way to the top?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
But it's gonna get even more disrespectful though.
But that should trigger people to stand up and vote against that. So that should trigger people. So it should backfire, but who knows, man? Who knows?
It changed my voting strategy. I'll tell you that.
And what do you mean
I wasn't voting for Biden nor Trump. I wasn't going to do it. But now I'm voting for Kamala, mainly because she's black.
Why?
Mainly because she's black. That's the only reason.
She look good. And she look good too.
I don't even care about the politics.
She look
black.
good. She look good.
DTA said YT.
DTA got that Trump shirt on. Got the Trump
now, I think Trump's going to win. I still don't see how Trump doesn't win.
I don't think he's going to win.
I think he's going to win. I don't think it's going to be close. But I'm voting for Kamala.
You don't think it's going to be close?
I don't think
it's
going to be
close.
No, it's not going to be close.
You don't think so, DTA?
Nah.
I'm open
Think
to be
about
wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but I doubt it.
so
Yeah.
so you have a certain demographic of people who voted for Biden, right? If now some of those people, just because she's a woman, they're gonna be like, "Man, I'm not voting for no motherfucking women." She has to convince them because it's enough people who did not vote who she could get to vote for her. People already
hmm
know what Trump is doing, so she has a huge chance. But when she's debating him, she gonna have to come with that shit, and then she could
Yeah.
galvanize people. She can. I
Yep.
mean, it's super possible, man. Fuck Trump, man. Fuck that
And
nigga,
it
man.
also depends on who her VP is. So
Yes, who her
depending on who
VP
her VP
is.
is, yeah, she'll be good.
These people want to take
It's
away
too
like just basic
eh,
rights, bro. Like
basic rights,
you
and it's
voting
too
for that
early to
shit?
say who got it and who don't. But
That's
the
true.
fact is that
That's
people
true.
tired of Trump, man. People tired of Trump, his kids, and all his dumbass mouth,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So nah,
I mean, I hear
Yeah.
what you're saying, but I doubt Trump doesn't get the nomination. I mean, get the win.
I
I,
bet you
I, I
ten.
expect
I bet you
I
$10.
expect
I
him to
bet you
be the
ten
next
dollars.
president.
I bet you $10.
I'm not
everybody
betting because
said
I want to be
Obama was
wrong.
gonna lose.
I
Who
Obama
bet
was
you
said
gonna
$11.
Obama? Who said
lose.
Obama was going to lose?
Nah, folks thought Obama was gonna lose.
Who?
Everybody.
No, they
The
didn't.
Really?
polls.
Whatever.
No, no,
Everybody,
no, no.
motherfucker.
They
Whatever.
said Obama is going to lose. When Obama first was nominated as
Now against Mitt
the
Romney, his ass
got the
almost
not
lost. Mitt, hey,
yes,
Mitt
he
Romney was
almost
Mitt Romney
lost.
was going. Mitt Romney was going on Obama,
So
bro. So that
even
was a
against
close one.
McCain, even against McCain,
Mm.
it was close. So
Van Rob said
Are y'all sure?
Pete
yeah,
Buttigieg
I think
name was
y'all
mentioned
got
as VP.
revisionist history.
I saw
nah,
that Van
Pete
Rob with
Buttigieg ain't
Pete.
going to work out. A
I
black woman and a
mean,
gay man,
so
nope.
I mean, shit. That's America, shit. Somebody
Nah,
got to be
you,
the damn
That's
nah,
VP.
America.
you,
That's
hey,
That's
America.
America. I
That's
mean, what
y'all
we
know
America.
who
talking
should be
about
But
the
if
here?
you want to
VP?
attract voters, Trey, if you want to attract
Who?
voters, is that gonna work?
Who? DCA?
Uh, Derek White.
Motherfucker.
Derek White.
Man, go to the
Derek
next
White, the
thing, bro.
VP.
Go to the next
So
thing.
yeah, sorry, nah. But so there's more to come with that. We probably gonna have something to talk about each every
Yes.
week at this point because it's getting it's getting crunch time and
Mm-hmm.
the time will be here before you know it, right?
Yep.
Now, this is some sad news, and this happens quite a lot. And this is on this was on a lot of news sites, but this one came from WDBJ7. It says a body cam footage video reveals events leading to deputy fatally shooting Sonia Massey, a black woman who called 911 for help. It says Sonia Massey ducked and apologized to an Illinois sheriff's deputy seconds before he shot the black woman 3 times in her home. It says with one fatal blow to the head, as seen in the body camera video released Monday. An Illinois grand jury indicted former Sangamon County Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson, who was 30 years old, who was white, last week. He has pleaded not guilty to charges of first-degree murder, aggravated battery with a firearm, and official misconduct. The video confirmed prosecutors' early account of the tense moment when Grayson yelled from across the counter at Massey to set down a pot of hot water. He then threatened to shoot her. Massey ducked, briefly rose, and Grayson fired his pistol at her. Authorities said Massey, 36, had called 911 earlier to report a suspected prowler. The video shows the two deputies responded just before 1 a.m. on July 6 at her home in Springfield, 200 miles, 322 kilometers southwest of Chicago. They first walked around the house and found a black SUV with broken windows in the driveway. And it took Massey 3 minutes to open the door after the deputies knocked, and she immediately said, "Don't hurt me." She seemed confused as they spoke at the door, and she repeated that she needed help, referenced God, and told them she didn't know who owned the car. I didn't see the whole video because this is happening all too often. Is anyone on here? Did they see the video and did she throw water on him, or did it look like she was throwing water on him?
I saw the video. I didn't see her throw water on him. It's really hard to see. So anybody who said she threw water on him, nah, you really can't tell. But either way, if she fucking threw water on him, so what?
Right.
You don't shoot somebody in the face for fucking throwing water on you.
Yeah,
It
Absolutely.
makes no it makes
and
no
then he was
sense.
talking shit afterwards, like it was just like whatever. She's
Called her
Yeah,
crazy,
but
crazy
but
bitch.
he was talking shit before then. So fuck that dude. And I hope he gets like whatever comes to him, like Derek Chauvin.
Yeah, you know that's a gold. That's like a gold patch for them, right? That's like a fantasy.
Hmm.
Like if you're in such danger, why did you go back inside this woman's house? You saw on her wrist she had like a hospital band or something on there, right? So if you in the presence of somebody who, even if you might think that they might be having an episode or talking out of their head or anything like that, you need to understand what the fuck de-escalation is. You have a gun. She has a small pot of water. You were waiting on this lady to do something. The people that were in his precinct that immediately turned on him, the prosecutors, the whole police department, they said they found so many events in that small amount of time where he escalated the issue. You know they're gonna try to distance themselves from his ass immediately,
Did
right?
you see him
Because
walk out the house and all the
he walked
police
out the
officers
house. Yeah,
looking at him like he crazy?
looking at him crazy. And by the way, that was his fourth police department. See, that's why these motherfuckers need to. That's why people talk about defunding the way that they do.
Hmm.
Is because they recycle cops and they go and they just run. They blow our fucking heads off over over the smallest things. No
Hmm.
weapon, pot of water, shit like this.
And you see when the
You
police
shot this lady
came
in her
in,
fucking eye. Go
you
ahead.
see when the police came in and he was like, so where's the gun? Where's the weapon? He was like, oh no, she didn't have a weapon.
Mm.
And he was just like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
he was
like,
He was looking for a reason. He was
yeah,
looking for a
like
reason.
where, like what the fuck is going on? Like,
we talking
But
about.
also,
Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say on top of that, the man had 2 DUIs. His car was impounded at one point.
In the same year,
Um, in the same
and you a
year.
cop
Um, and on top of that, the cop who shot Tamir Rice, he found another job someplace else. So
immediately.
they immediately they have no database for cops that fuck up in one area, move somewhere else, and next thing you know, they got a job. They
Well,
have no
they don't.
database.
They
They don't
don't
have
have a
nowhere to check.
database. They don't have a database for the people that they don't want to have a database for. That guy, the guy who shot Tamir Rice, he was on his like second or third precinct, and he
Yes.
rolled up on this boy with a toy gun. I ain't gonna go there, but I'm just saying they recycle these white cops, and these white cops end
Yep.
up doing shit just like they do.
Yep.
They don't get rid of them.
No.
Now you hear everything that y'all just expressed. I hate to go backwards again, but if Big T gets back in office, this talk of what the police are doing, it
Immunity,
goes
Oh, they
away because
killing
they get
everybody.
blanket
Yeah,
immunity.
that's
immunity,
true.
Yeah, they killing everybody.
immunity. What did he say?
Yeah.
He gonna be sitting on the side of the road changing his
And,
tire.
and that's the thing about Trump. More than anything, he has a divisive way that he does things.
He don't
And
he don't fuck with us. Period.
he comes with the divide mentality, and he empowers racism. He empowers all of the negative things get empowered,
Absolutely.
and that's his
Absolutely.
strategy to win, and it just puts people at odds. And I don't know, I don't fuck with
And
that.
you
You know
still
what
got a
I'm saying?
lot of
He
these
plays on
black
people's
people
fears.
at these rallies, bro, and they be interviewing these black people, bro. They interview them, and they are sitting there just defending everything that this clown does.
It's white supremacy, man.
That's
They call
it.
that
Even
black.
you black, you a black white supremacist.
Yeah.
This guy, I hope they make another a real example out of
Absolutely.
this. You know what I mean? Because this one is blatant, just like it's pretty blatant and obvious what happened. So
This
Uh,
lady was a mother, bro.
all of
All
that,
that.
They
man. They had a
they
father
said,
speaking. I mean, it's
bruh,
just
her son. You know what I'm saying? It's just come on, bro.
And they lied their way, like they lied to the family about what happened. Yeah,
it's
they
just all
diabolical,
bullshit.
man.
Now, this article right here is from CNN Travel, and this says what Delta passengers are entitled in terms of compensation. So let's see what happened here. It says Delta Airlines reported a significant return to operational reliability Wednesday after 5 days of a widespread disruptions stemming from the global tech outage. Okay, so I guess it says and Thursday was expected to be a normal day according to an extra update from Delta CEO. It says while most airlines affected by the CrowdStrike software update that crashed Windows systems had largely resumed normal operations by the end of the weekend, Delta was still struggling with the crew tracking system needed to staff its flights well into the following week. So it says thousands of bags were separated
Mm,
from passengers who couldn't make the same journeys upon which their luggage embarked. And some weary, frustrated passengers were still trying to reconstruct travel plans or abandon them for compensation. Passengers over the weekend reported wait times of 6 hours or more on customer service
God
phone
dang.
lines before they gave up without reaching out to agents. It says Department of Transportation has opened an investigation into Delta's service meltdown. Delta is said is cooperating and remains entirely focused on restoration of operation.
Bruh.
So what it is I don't know if Delta wasn't wasn't giving people refunds, but it says what are Delta passengers entitled to? It says a refund. Department of Transportation has been adamant that the airlines offer money back refunds to passengers affected by the cancellations. So I'm guessing at first they were saying maybe they weren't going to get their money back, and but it's always something with these airlines. I don't know
Um,
anybody. I know a couple. Well, I'm trying to think. I know a couple people who had flights delayed, but if you miss your flight, I thought that if it's not your fault, don't you get compensated?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
get
do.
you
compensated for it
should
thanks to
you
the Biden
should
administration. Yes.
also okay. Also, it says Delta said in an update that it will also allow any passengers with travel booked from July 19th to the 28th who no longer wish to travel to cancel and request a refund, regardless of whether their flight was canceled or significantly delayed. So it's a lot. It's a lot that's going on with that. I don't know how fast the refunds come. But that's some shit right there. If you had a family vacation and your ass in the
Yeah,
airport
that
two,
shit a
three
blow.
days,
I've been
bro.
thinking about that shit.
Oh
Like,
my
hmm
god, like just business, but go imagine, bro. You about to go out the country, bro.
I know.
Hey, DTA, you lucky you get caught up in that shit
Uh,
coming back
man,
from New Orleans, bro.
I kind of got caught up in the beginning because I couldn't check into my flight because everything was down. But
Mm.
So how long was your flight delayed, or was it?
it wasn't late at all. I just had to do like a very late check-in. But that's just all how I was affected. But after that, it was smooth.
Okay, that's what's up.
Got lucky.
Now
Yeah.
this right here comes from this next subject comes from marriage.com. It says
Snap.
emotional dumping versus venting, differences, signs, and examples. Emotional dumping.
Mm.
Okay. It says it suggested that people feel their emotions instead of keeping them internalized. But do you recognize the moments when you're guilty of emotional dumping or venting? When letting frustrations go, there's an appropriate way to do so. It means showing consideration for everyone who is kind enough to listen. No one wants to have friends, loved ones, or even they may avoid conversations. It's vital to carry yourself in the same way you would want to be treated. We all know that. Healthy boundaries are critical component of your well-being. You have to lead by example. So, what is emotional dumping? It says when attempting to describe what is emotional dumping, the behavior is essentially venting, but of a toxic level. Venting,
Mm.
but you're toxic the way that you vent. I've vented toxic before. It says you might be unloading emotional distress without permission from the individual overwhelmed by the information or feelings, and the
Mm,
person listening might not be ready for such a heavy topic.
mm.
Emotional venting. So that's emotional. That's emotional dumping. I
Dumping.
thought they meant like dumping a person, but I guess they saying emotional, like I guess dumping your issues on a person.
Yes, yes,
But I'm gonna give
yes.
some examples of it.
Okay.
So examples of emotional dumping, and then y'all can tell me, do y'all emotionally dump on people or have you
I
before?
know most of the ladies in the chat probably be doing the dumping, but go ahead, E.
So it says number one, no compromising or attempt to find a solution to the issue. Only a need for
Mm,
validation. That's number one for
mm,
emotional dumping, right? Number two is the context is that of a victim. If you're always the victim, you're emotional dumping.
mm,
Unlike healthy venting, there is a blame and defensiveness. That's number three. Number four is the problem is either repetitive or dumping a bunch of issues on someone. And then number five is discussions happen at will, not on any specific or designated schedule. So most people are caught unaware. So me reading these, I would think that everybody has had a time or two where they've emotional dumped on somebody. I mean, that seemed like a human nature
Yeah.
thing to me.
yeah, yeah. So I think that the thing is this is what you do all the time
True.
versus somebody who is scarce, right? So basically, just to add on to what you were saying, E, just to differentiate it, dumping. This is from Psychology Today. Emotional dumping feels toxic to the person who's listening to the husband, the wife, or the friend or whoever. Overwhelms you with many issues. Keeps repeating the same thing. Like you said, he blames others. Victim mode goes on and on. No accountability for their part in the issue. Not this is the biggest one. Not open to solutions. Oh my god, bro! I run away from people like this. I run away. Okay, so versus venting, venting feels healthy. Sticks to one topic. Is time limited. Doesn't keep repeating the same topic. No blaming. No victimizing. Shows accountability for their part in the issue, open to solutions after expressing yourself. This is all me right here in the venting. The you dig?
Nah, you
Hey
done done
Trey,
some
you know
Bruh,
emotional
psychology.com.
I
dumping.
don't
You
I
done done some
don't dump.
emotional dumping, bro.
Nah,
Hey
I ain't
Trey,
the
that's from
emotional dump. I
psychology.com.
just did facts. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, yeah. Nah. I just respond, but as far as with the venting, that's all me. That felt like me right there. You dig?
I mean, Trey,
So
I can give
you could
some
do you
specifics of some of your emotional dumping episodes
I've
Oh
never
over the
yeah.
emotional
years.
dumped in my life.
Yeah. Hey,
I've
go ahead.
never
Hey,
emotional
give
dumped.
us one. Give us one. T Streets. Give
I
us
never
one.
emotional dumped in my
Yeah,
life.
talk to you,
Give us
talk.
one.
I can tell you one. Okay, I'm not going to
Go ahead.
name the name,
Okay,
but
go ahead.
this person used to be my barber, and there was an issue with you and my old barber,
Okay.
and you would emotionally dump on me your side. You was not down for compromise at all for
Mm,
like a 6 months to a year. It took
something like that.
before I
Okay.
finally got through to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's just one example
Do you remember that,
without
Trey?
going into detail.
I mean, I think he kinda, what I mean, he might feel like, listen, like I let T do his thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean.
Okay.
I let T do his thing. All I know is I'm cool with my man. That's my man, right? We had a situation. We worked it out like men. Put it like that. We worked it out like men. I would more say that was a venting. I wouldn't say emotional dumping. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? But
that's what
hey,
you would say. I'm
hey,
telling you what I say because I had to
okay,
hear it
okay. From your
over
yeah,
and
okay.
over and over again.
But hey, listen. But shout out to T, right? He was the voice of reason. See, when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. When I'm right though, right? But
Hmm.
put it like this: everything's beautiful now. We're great friends. I go see him whenever I get time, and all thanks to my man,
Well,
to my man
this
T.
is a great article, but I
Mm-hmm.
just feel like that everybody does all of these things at some point and at some time. But like you
Yeah.
said, Trey, is if you do it all the time, then I guess
All the
that's when it becomes a
time,
problem.
bro.
But
Because
this is just
we're all
describing
emotional beings, bro.
exactly. So
You know
this
what I
is just
mean?
describing what what everybody has done.
Yeah,
But
shit.
Right.
I do it every week, every Thursday at noon to my therapist.
I
That
didn't think
suit,
about that. That's when
that suit
that's
is
when you
emotionally
supposed to.
done.
True. That makes a
Um,
lot of sense.
I like to like even when I'm doing that, like as I'm talking, I still want to think of a resolution, right? Uh, my resolution might be like, hey, listen, let's just do the space thing. Like I'm fantastic with that, but that doesn't mean that I'm never going to talk to you. It's just like, hey, I need some time, and that could be from my past, right? So that's just how I personally would do it. But as far as like now, I'm just really careful about the dumping versus the venting. I like to fucking prove my point though, right? But after that, I'm good. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
You give the girl or the guy space.
I
After
can
a
dig
while,
it.
hey, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If it's not, it's not.
Y'all ready for this Ask the Rec Room?
Let's do it. Let's
Ask
do
the
it.
Rec Room is our segment of the pod where we have our listeners.
Hold on, hold, hold, whoa, buddy. Okay, the biggest songs of the past 2 months, Not Like Us, and my man E dropped the Last Laugh track
Oh yeah, you know
on the
what?
globe
I
two
forgot all
weeks
about
ago.
that. I'm gonna
And
break that down real quick. I
break
forgot
it
about
down,
that.
bruh. Break it
So
down, bruh.
what it is y'all know I host the pod, but before I was hosting the pod, I was a rap artist, and I was chasing that dream since I was 18 years old. And it got to a point where I didn't want to do music anymore. I wasn't interested in it. So I started writing for people, and that was my thing. I just got tired of chasing music. I got tired of the grind, the hustle. I just wasn't motivated and inspired to do it. But something happened, and it's been 10 years, and I just got inspired to do a song. And so that's what I did. I did a song and a video. The song is called Last Laugh. When you go on our Instagram page, you can just click on the link in the bio, and the song is there. You can also stream it. So if you got Spotify and iTunes and all that stuff, you can check out the single there. It's called Last Laugh. And it's basically just a song about, people talk a lot of shit through life and through everything you go through. But at the end of the day, I'm going to have the last laugh.
Bruh.
And that's basically what it's about.
And the song is dope. Let me tell y'all, people in the chat.
Hmm.
E such a humble dude, bro. But the song is dope. The dude is a dope ass artist. Y'all ever like know people and they think like they're like they have like a talent or they can like play sports really really well, but you like lie for them and shit. Like yeah, they good, but they're not really good. Yo, let me tell you something. E is that dude. Everybody, please check out Last Laugh. It was dope. He put it together out of the blue. He put it out there. It looks
Definitely
professional.
dope.
It's dope. So shout out to E, bruh. I know you're gonna drop like a whole Machiavelli 6 motherfucking mixtape
Nah,
coming out
I
probably
said
in like 3 weeks.
I might got one more for
Yeah.
y'all. I might got one more
See
for
what I'm
y'all. But
saying?
other than that,
See what I'm saying?
we'll
But
see
shout
how
out
that
to you,
go.
bruh. Shout out to
Yeah,
you, bruh.
yeah. And the
Much
crazy
success to
thing
you,
is,
bruh. It's dope. Go ahead, T.
the day before he dropped the video, I woke up on a Saturday morning. For whatever reason, I had some of E music in my mind, so I put on some of his old
He
mixtapes. I
did.
was
Yep.
playing, I was sharing it to the
Yep.
group. He got his whole style from Nas, even though he
Yeah.
hate Nas for some reason.
No, that's Cam. Cam took that fucking hook. That's who you need to talk to.
Whatever. In my story, you got your whole style from Nas.
Hey, Cam took Nas hook. I didn't even realize that shit. I was like, oh, here we go, man.
Nah, that you,
But no, it's funny that it happened like that. But yeah, man, when y'all follow the Rec Room page, just check it out. You can stream it. You can watch the video. All that, man. And we probably do a part where I just get deeper into the music and all that type of stuff.
And E, right before we do the Ask the Rec Room, please check out the episode that we just did
We sure
with
did.
T. And that episode was so dope. We actually did 2 of them. It's
We
a part
did.
2.
A
Go ahead,
part
E.
one. Yeah,
Go
no,
ahead,
you're
plug it, bro.
right. No, we did a part 1 and a part 2. For those who don't know, T Streets was in a horrific accident, and he told his whole story. We got a part 1 and part 2, and this is on camera. And y'all know every week I plug that. If you follow us on Instagram at the Rec Room Pod, we have on camera episodes. And the recent episode is part 2 of his story. It's a very real story, man, and you'll get something out of it. And you know how we do. We gonna talk about the real shit, but we also gonna chop it up and laugh. That's what you get with us, a mixture of all of it. But T Street give his story. It's a real story, and check that one out.
Yeah,
So
that's episode 85 was part 1, 89 part 2.
part 2.
That's
Yep.
dope. Good
So now we're
plug.
gonna do the Ask the Rec Room segment. And Ask the Rec Room is a segment where we have our listeners DM us on Instagram at the Rec Room Pod, and they either ask us a question or they give us a scenario that they want to talk about. But lately we've been doing it a little different. And so this name of this part of the pod is called
Ask the Rec Room.
All right, so Trey, go ahead and describe what this one is going to be, and then tell me when you want me to play the clip.
Hey, so first of all, I'm just happy that I'm not young in this generation because y'all young people in y'all 20s, I'm gonna pray for y'all because you have uh the mindset of what somebody can do for you, um, and what you're doing for me is not enough. In this clip that we about to play, this young lady is stating one young lady is saying how young ladies can talk their way out of a relationship with a good man. The other young lady, she's voicing her displeasure, saying just being a good man is not enough. So I'm like, well, goddamn, well, if it's not good enough, then what else are we supposed to do? Play the clip, E. Play the clip, bro.
Talk her out of a relationship. You can talk. We do that. Yes, we will talk. I'm gonna say something, and this might ruffle little feathers. I don't think just being a good man is enough to stay in a relationship with them. But when I say a good man, I mean like he's good. That means all around. That means himself, spiritually, mentally, physically. That's great. Healthily, like he's a good man. That doesn't mean that he's the man for you. And maybe when you're going through these motions of getting to know him, you're realizing, okay, he's a great person, but honestly, I don't fuck with his humor. Like, he could be funny, but he's not funny. And that's why a lot of modern women are getting 40 with 4 cats and no man because.
That part.
What you think? What y'all think about that? So
That part.
go ahead, Trey.
At the end, when she said that's why a lot of women are getting older and being alone with the 4 cats or dogs or
Yeah.
whatever. But the attitude has to change. First of all, the female, you have to level up and discover you first. I have a 7-year-old daughter. I already have some, hey, listen, sweetheart, this is what your father is going to help you accomplish and put you in certain situations where you get your education. If you want to start a business, fine. I want you to travel. I want you to be able to grow into yourself first. Now, this is what I want for her. Of course, she can change all that, but my job as a parent is to give her the guidance as to where she's making the right decisions and saying things out of her mouth that make sense when it comes to a mate. I want my kids to get married in their 30s. I need them to be able to grow into themselves so that they don't have the attitude and the vitriol for no reason. You have young ladies making statements like this, and you have young men who have a hatred for women, right? And treat them certain ways, who say that they will never get married. Go ahead, E. What you about to say?
So no, I was just gonna say that the young lady said that just being a good man isn't good enough, right? And then she started describing, like if he's funny and if he makes me laugh and stuff like that. And I think that we all should have preferences and we all should choose and be with the person we want. But I always hear, I just wonder sometimes, and it could be men too, but sometimes I wonder, are women too choosy with the person that they want to be with? Because I watch some of these shows like the pop the balloon ones. And I know some of that is all bullshit, but it seems like women are. So they say they say that men are more physical, right? But it doesn't seem like it because they'll have people. I always hear women be like, the guy got to be like, if a guy's like 5'7", 5'8", or they're taller than the guy with heels, it's a no go. And that's just kind of crazy to
It
me a
is
little bit.
crazy.
It just
Yeah.
sounds crazy, and it's like a person doesn't get the time of day because they a couple inches shorter than you. Like, that shit crazy to me. I mean, like I said, everybody got their preference, so who am I to be like whatever? But overall, I just feel like you don't have to. I'm not saying settle,
Right.
but no one is perfect. You know what I mean? And no matter who you meet, they're not going to be perfect. There's something. It's a give and take. And I don't know because I'm not, I don't know. But on the outside looking in, it seems like a lot of women are really super. It seems like they want
Dope.
every box checked. They want a person that almost doesn't exist sometimes. That's what it seems
Dope.
like to me.
Dope says shallow. She said it. She said shallow. DTA, look, what you feel about that? Because she's probably around your age,
And
Playboy.
you in the
What you
dating game,
think?
DTA. So it'll be good to hear what you have to say.
DTA about to get married.
If you come off mute from eating your dinner for the night.
Eating this Jimmy John's.
My
Well,
bad,
you know
y'all.
what?
My phone was tripping just now.
Go ahead. He was watching Jimmy
phone was
Butler
tripping
highlights.
just now.
Niggas watching Jimmy Butler Marquette
Nah, I was
highlight.
trying to press the button, like, why it ain't working? but nah though. I think our generation now, it's just crazy out here. Like, once you find somebody that's good, they got a good head on their shoulders, you might as well just keep it because the females out here just crazy.
So you feel like do you come across women that or would like Dope said, or that you would consider shallow?
Oh yeah, it's a lot of them out there. A lot of them have they past trauma and all that, and they just carried on to the next relationship or next guy. So and then a lot of females out here are trying to be like the females they see on TV and on IG.
True.
So,
True. Yes. That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
It's just crazy.
What'd you think about that, Reek?
Man, let me tell you something. I am so
Oh shit.
glad. No. I'm so glad I'm married. I really don't have to deal with any of this foolishness right now. But I mean, I have friends that I talk to, and
What you mean?
no, I'm just saying I have friends that I talk to, and they're dealing with. All right, I
Oh,
got
okay.
this
Go
dude.
ahead.
I
My
got
bad.
this
Go ahead.
dude that talk. God dang, Nick. I got this dude that I talk to, but I'm not attracted to him. He takes her out to eat and all this other stuff, but yet she doesn't want to date him. He has a good job, but she finds him boring. He doesn't hit all the check boxes. So she's by herself, and every other man that she finds is not up to par. So it's sometimes you may have something that you may not like, but a good man might be sitting in front of your face and you don't want it because he doesn't have that
Absolutely.
that particular box that's checked. So
A lot of the females though that say that they don't know what the hell they want. They're not even qualified for what they think that they actually are qualified for.
mhm,
I think that if they get themselves together, now what I mean, I'm not women bashing. I love women. I'm just saying, because you are putting all these qualifications on somebody you haven't even met yet. Like that.
mhm,
That's a movie. That's a movie. That's a song. That's an IG post that you're talking about.
For sure.
You should be working and taking care of yourself. Meet somebody, become friends first. I don't know how many times I said that shit. Like when you meet the right one, you'll know that shit is real as shit. But you got to be qualified for it though, because he might see something you like. Yeah, she kind of shallow, whatever. I'm gonna try to. I might string her along. That's why they might treat you like that, right?
Yeah.
But just making those forever statements and with the temporary, the dating, with the swiping, and all that shit, it's if you looking for it, you're not gonna find it. Like it has to be an organic experience.
For
You see what
sure.
I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's what's gonna be coming out, man, in my book. It's called Organic Experience. It's dropping July 28th,
I just say,
2026.
overall, don't settle, but at the same
Don't
time,
settle, bro.
Not at
nobody gonna
all.
be perfect.
Absolutely. Let's go with it. Look, we got Dope in the house. Dope is on the roll, bro. Dope trying to get a little shirt or something.
Yeah, man.
She
Hoodie.
said,
Lonely Cloud
uh,
Jones.
Lonely Cloud. Dope said, I agree. Don't settle. Don't try to take the stuff we already said, Dope, and recreate this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got Share Bear. We got to see who Share Bear is. Share Bear, you got it. We got to know who you are. Share Bear up in here with us. We got Dope. Thank you so much. We got the infamous Tata. Tata was real shy tonight. I don't know.
Her girl wasn't here. Her girl ain't know.
wasn't
You know
here.
what I'm saying?
As
That's
a
what
matter
it
of
was.
fact, shout out to Donnie.
Shout
You're
out to Donnie.
in our prayers. She's gonna be back next week. Definitely, our girl will be back next week. We got Kwakwe. Yeah, Kwakwe. Yeah, I rock that joint. Yeah, we got Kwakwe in here. Thank you so much. We got Linda Aiken in here. Thank you, Linda Aiken, for being in here with us tonight. We appreciate you. We got TC. We got T Crow in here. T Crow, what's up? We appreciate you. We got the big time. We got DU Records. What's up, DU Records? We appreciate you. That's family being in here with us tonight. We got Fax Porcupine. They've been in here with us for the last couple weeks. We appreciate you. We got Big Van Rob. Let me tell y'all, when Van Rob, if she's in a meeting, if she's out of state, she hits us up and lets us know, hey, listen, fellas, I'm not gonna make it tonight. I see you next week. She got to get a hoodie, a shirt,
No, for real.
shorts,
That's
everything, bro.
appreciated.
The whole short
Truly
set, man.
appreciate it.
Definitely. Who else we got in here with us tonight, y'all? We have Dope all in the chat. Dope was just going crazy tonight. Dope was she was doing too much a little bit. We got MPW in here with us tonight, and we got TDG. We thank you for DTA for being on here with us tonight.
Appreciate y'all for having
We got
me.
Rias. We got Rias in here with us tonight. Take us home, E. We appreciate you.
Like Trey said, man, we appreciate everybody for joining, tuning in. If you like what you hear, share it with a friend. We on episode next week will be 91, so that's a
Shit.
great milestone, man. So we almost to 100. We're gonna do something special for the 100th episode. We'll announce that later. But you can catch us on all the streaming platforms, Spotify, Google Pods, everything. If you don't listen to Podbean for the apps. Like I said earlier, follow us on Instagram at The Rec Room Pod. You can also follow us on TikTok at The Rec Room Pod. On Instagram, once you follow us, you will see the link, and that link will take you to the on-camera, in-person pods, so you can put a face with the name and the name with the face. As I always say, everybody has a pod, but everybody isn't us.
Everybody
Till
ain't
next
us.
time.
You dig?
All right,
Peace.
y'all.
We out this thing.